What do y'all do when you go through something with your significant others? How do y'all handle that?
I like to talk about shit. I need to talk because I'm so bottled up. Like, I'm so like,
You're like,
I don't want to live my life like that anymore. Like, I wanted to talk things out. I don't want to have to talk shit about you to my homegirl.
Yeah.
Yo, ain't no funny shit. This nigga is. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to talk to my spouse. I don't want to have to post it. I don't have to talk about it. I don't even have to dwell on it. I want to talk about it. It's fixable. We have problems. We have solutions. Let's fix it.
Well, for one, I think that therapy is necessary for everybody before they get into a relationship, because I feel like if you coming to me broken and I'm broken, we're going to have to figure out, are we going to go to therapy together? Maybe we need to work on ourselves before we come together. Like, there's a lot of broken people that come together and they shit turns to shit. They could be perfect partners for one another, but they shit turns to shit because of the fact that they haven't
and then
dealt
you
with
go
their
through
own
things
stuff.
with them and they're like, you broke our bond. Like, you broke our bond. Or you damaged them in ways where you didn't even know that you damaged them.
I need somebody who is self-aware. I need somebody who is accountable, like who holds himself accountable, who can do, who can sit here and be like, you know what? I'll take that. It is my fault that you reacted that way. Or no, it's your fault that you reacted that way, but I could have done things better. I want somebody to hold me accountable too. Like, let me know when I'm doing something wrong and let it be something where you're telling me so that we can fix this, but not attacking me.
Yeah. I always say that. Correct me. Don't bash me.
Don't bash me.
Don't
Please don't bash me.
Because I'm not going to respect it. I'm not going to digest it correctly. Like, I'm not going to be able to do that.
I'm very offensive. When I got an attitude, I am very
I'm
nasty.
offensive, and when I'm on 1,000, there's nothing for us to talk about.
They do not like it when I have an attitude.
My attitude is so nasty.
Talking about, you talk to me, you disrespectful. Well, what made me become disrespectful? I try and I try and I try. If I don't get through to you,
I also feel like it's where we from too. Because not for nothing, I was on live not too long ago with a Southern woman, and she said, why y'all talk y'all men, I feel like y'all men talk to y'all condescending, and I feel like y'all are condescending too. And I'm like, it's really the city that we from. It's no harm in how we talk. This is just how we talk.
Yeah.
It's just some New York shit. We just talk like this.
It's almost scary.
Yeah.
To the point where it's just like, it's so the aggressiveness, the cussing, the hand movement, the body language.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little aggressive.
I'm very aggressive.
Me too.
For nothing.
I'm not gonna say I'm a little aggressive. I'm very aggressive.
But so is my man. So it works out.
I mean, look, I'm okay with somebody who's not as aggressive as me, but don't take if you know who I am, if you know me, you know who I am. You know that I'm not, nothing that's coming out of me is out of malice.
Right.
It's just my attitude, my natural, just who I
Aura,
am.
that's
and if
just
you're going to take my
me.
shit as like, you aggressive, well, you this and you disrespect, I'm really not. I'm being myself.
I'm just who I am.
And I love you. So love
Yeah,
you.
Like, I can have the...
But just because he says it's sweet and he says it's soft doesn't mean he's feeding you the same type of bullshit. Like me and my boyfriend,
definitely
my ex,
you said
he's your boyfriend.
Right.
He's my baby father. Wait, if you ask him, if you call him, if you're like some random girl in LA, or if you're some random girl in LA and you ask him, does he have a girlfriend? He'll be like, no, I have a baby mama. And people will see me and they know that I'm his baby mama. He's my baby daddy. We don't have no kids. But,
I know what that is.
You know, if somebody says, I'm his baby mama, I'm his baby dad, you don't know if they're together or not. You just know there's just, like you said, there's
a connection.
There's that
connection.
everlasting.
Right.
And so that has been a prolonged, because we have been dating since I was like 14. So that on and off, we just stopped calling each other girlfriend, boyfriend, wifey, whatever. Oh, that's my baby mama.
Right.
That's my baby daddy. We just crazy. And so
well, that's really your baby father,
we grew up together.
Yeah, you grew up with
and
them.
so when he's from New Rochelle, which is in Westchester. I'm from Scarsdale, which is more of just in the sticks. You know what I mean? And he's more like closer to the city. And so I don't have that rough, type of exterior. But the way I talk, I'm very nonchalant. And it's coming out, and it's very, sometimes it is a little
direct.
And stuff like that. And he'll say to me, he'll just be like, why are you talking to me like that? And da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, you've known me for so long. I'm not the type of person where I want to talk about it, because I don't, as abrupt as I am, as sometimes as cold shoulder or bitchy I may come across, I never treat people, whether we're in a relationship or I just met you on the street, I never treat people the way I wouldn't want to be treated.
Right.
And so at this big age, I don't have the time or the tolerance.
This is your upbringing, though. This starts at home.
Yeah, like
that's
treat people how you want to be
No, honey,
treated.
I was with
at home.
psychiatrists for 5 years.
But that's fine.
No,
but I
you
did
talk about
too.
therapy, bitch. We did work, medication.
Yeah,
like,
I've been in therapy
here.
since junior high school, but that also starts with your parents and how they raised you.
Yeah,
My mother
definitely.
taught me you treat people how you want to be treated. Period. No
and
matter what relationship
don't
it
apply
is.
that in their everyday life.
And like, you know.
And then we teach our children that.
And so
we send them to school and we have them around these outings and these big events, and it's just like, yo.
And it'd be cute. I be teaching, but certain things, certain defense mechanisms, we can't feel bad about.
We can't.
Like I'll go hang out with my little cousins or whatever, and they'll tell me about some time they got bullied in school. Some bitch said something. Oh, I wear glasses. Be like, well, say you saw her mom pull up in a fucking 1999 Honda Civic with a donut on her car. Like, you have to be able to come, that New York vibe, you got to be able to come back, because if it's so easy,
the world is mean.
Exactly.
Yeah,
if you can't get broken down at home and teach yourself how to build back up, you're not going to survive when you go to corporate and there's passive aggressive, you know.
Or you go through anything.
People who say little digs at you, and you're sitting there at your cubicle, and you're wondering why am I feeling this feeling?
Like this?
Yeah, and you're feeling why am I feel uncomfortable? And it's because you weren't taught to be
that tough love too.
Yeah, that tough love. You weren't taught that,
or
just how to
deal
any
with environment. That. I just feel like I had experiences that made me a chameleon. So you could throw me in any environment and I'm gonna thrive because I've been through everything. So not everything, but enough. You understand? So I've been in the trenches. I've been in corporate America. I could sit and chat with and have anything to talk about with anybody.
Yeah.
I definitely have. I'm a little. I will say. I'm a. Pat myself on the shoulder.
Right.
I'm pretty. I can adapt to any environment.
Yeah, I think that all of us can. I think coming from where we come from,
naturally, my normal self, like without having to be, to I don't know, to tune up my the way that I'm acting depending on the circumstance and what I'm in or the situation that I'm sitting in. But naturally, who I am, I'm a city. I'm a city girl. No, I'm literally from the city, so I'm a city girl. I have this aggressive tone about me. I can be, a little feisty when it comes down to, but what you're not gonna do is play with me, because that's the attitude that I've gotten instilled in me growing up.
I think we all did.
I can be very polite.
Yeah.
I am naturally very caring.
Nurturing.
But I'm nurturing, but I do not let nobody play with me. You cannot bully me. I'm not a bully, but you cannot bully me.
People of color, by nature, we are loving people. They taught us violence. We love. That's what we do as people of color. We love. And this idea that we're not loving is bullshit. As women, we're loving. As mothers, we're loving.
Naturally, women are loving.
But they try to make us angry, like we're upset.
No, I'm just not. I'm not.
We
with
use the skill when needed.
Absolutely.
It's a skill.
It's a defense mechanism.
It's a defense mechanism. It's a skill.
And then,
we use it when
you
necessary.
also have to take into account that because we have all were born and raised in New York, we don't know that the way of New York lifestyle is not normal. Right? Most people,
because we grew up way faster.
We grew up quicker, and then there's so many different cultures. There's so many different origins. There's so many different dialects that when you go to those southern villages, when you go to those southern states and stuff like that,
they're able to identify you're not from here.
Yeah, they know.
But it's also even if you go out Midwest, most cities have a population of
villages. I'm sorry.
Most cities have a village of
a neighborhood. I
don't know why the fuck I keep calling it village, but I have a city of only 3,000 people. That is the standard for many places except for New York, Atlanta, Miami, LA, San Diego,
major cities,
Houston. But for all those little cities where all millions of other Americans
like
live,
Mobile, Alabama,
exactly, they have their city limits of only 15,000 people. versus us who've gone to school with over 6,000 students in one school.
Right.
Exactly. So
Or
when
every
we're
month
dating,
in a new school.
exactly.
Girl,
so when we're dating
Having to adjust,
people-
meet new friends, meet new people, do the whole
true.
start
you
over.
26. I'm 33. So high school, my mother pulled me out of high school. I got a GED because I was fighting
I already
What school you went
know
to?
it.
single day. I went to Repertory. It was a performing arts
Where
high
the fuck
school.
is that?
Repertory is in the heart of Times Square. We was right up the block from TRL. It was a performing
And
arts high school.
I'm pretty sure that school is very diverse.
Mad diverse.
Very
I bet
diverse.
so
People
many
from all
different
over the world.
all over the world. But that ain't where my beef came in at. My beef came in at being from Harlem. So
I'm done.
And mine is from the Bronx.
yeah,
I
so
mean, yeah, y'all already
that
know.
it was that, and my mother thought these girls was gonna kill me, so she pulled me out of school. And I got my GED. I had to wait till I was 17 and a half to take the test. I took the test, passed it, went to college. You know what I'm saying? My mother is a worrywart. Her anxiety is through the roof. So she thought these girls, my mother is not a street lady,
Yeah.
but I'm from the street.
Even though
So,
you're not from the streets.
Even though I'm not from the street.
Yeah.
And
So-
that's they be
So
like,
she's like,
"You're
she
not
doesn't
from-"
she doesn't understand a lot of me. But you know what I'm saying? She
My
was
mother
just
was not with that shit. My mother was very, I mean, at the end of the day, my mother was very much, no, if somebody does something to you, tell the teacher. I said, Mom, I cannot do that. I'm not going to be a snitch. I'm
tell
going
the
to handle
teacher.
it myself.
Right.
Yeah, like
Girl.
even
I have
Hispanic
two-
households,
yeah,
a little
I have-
rough around the edges, like they're not with that.
No,
I remember
my
I got
mother-
jumped to high school. My mom came to school the next day and said, "What up, round 2?" I was like, "Please let me go home." They told me I could go
Never
home for
fight
this day. She was like, "No,
101.
we're fighting again, round 2." I was like,
But again, right? So these things that have happened or that have molded us into being the women that we are now are parts of us that need to be understood by our partners.
Absolutely.
And the only way for us to have successful relationships with someone is if we are with somebody that can understand where we're coming from and is willing, and if they don't understand, is willing to learn you in a way that actually helps, and vice versa.
Yeah, you got to keep that same energy with your
Right.
partner too. You got to understand him too. And men and
I can't have nobody telling me I'm too. You're too
You're
aggressive.
too sensitive.
Well,
You're too sensitive. You're too emotional.
let me tell you something.
when I'm vulnerable, I've only been vulnerable to one man as a grown ass woman, and I've gone through a lot in my life. And the way that I was received, I should probably be traumatized and never trust a soul. But I'm not gonna lie, it didn't. I just feel like you're just not the right
you
person.
want
You're
the
just not
one.
for me.
You're not for
And
me.
you know
You're
what?
not for
Fuck
me.
you.
It's
Don't
that
let
simple.
nobody deter you from love because they
I'm
weren't
not,
for
no.
you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's their loss, not yours.
But then in the attitude that was always presented to me is always you're very aggressive or you're this, and I'm like,
No,
you
I know what I want.
I can be very soft if I'm being received with love. If I'm not
Equivalent
being
to
received with love, my defense mechanism is
when-
I'm a
Be a
Act
little-
like you.
I'm
equivalent to when they want us to be submissive. Give me something to submit to.
right.
Thank you.
Right.
It's that simple.
I'll shut up.
And vice versa.
I will.
I be telling this nigga, he be like, "Yo, I was
I
like, you
will.
know
I
how bad I
can.
wanna
You know what
shut
it
up?
is? They think we
But you
can't.
don't
No, we
get it.
can.
No, we
we
can.
can.
We want to so bad,
Feed
but
it.
Cannot.
I can't sit
Feed
and
it.
stupid.
It
I
might be
cannot
hungry.
sit and stupid.
That
That's
is
the
very
thing.
true.
I might be
telling
hungry.
him. I be telling him like all the time. Do you know how bad I want to shut the fuck up? Do you think I like complaining?
Do you think I
want to
go back and forth with you? Do you think I want to fight with you?
I don't
Girl,
wanna
when
fight
I
with you.
feel like I sounded like a broken record, I was like, you think I just wake up with an itch in my ass and I just want to do this? I said, no, I don't want to have to fucking talk to you about shit.
Not an
But we
itch in the
here.
ass.
Here we are.
But I'm here.
Yeah.
We're here.
That's
and how many
dumb
years?
funny.
And
How
they're not
many
ready to
places
have
do I
that
to be?
conversation of giving
No.
something for us to submit to.
No.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I
You want
don't.
me to lead? You want to be the leader? You want to lead us?
No,
lead
but that's
us
okay.
To where?
Lead us to
the hell?
Yo,
I don't mind. I don't mind.
fuck?
I don't mind
Annette,
taking the lead unless you
drive the
if you
boat.
leading me in the right way.
I have no problem with a man.
I'll
leading
drive.
me,
I'll let you
but
drive the boat, but
I'm
let me
not
get a
gonna let
jacket.
you-
Let me get a life jacket just in case.
No, I don't even
How
want
dare.
Baby.
If I feel like I need
I'm
a life
burning
jacket,
the bridge.
I'm not going.
I'm
not going.
I'm burning the bridge.
And you be feeling so bad because it's
I'm
like
gonna drag you over here.
You
with
want a
me.
man to feel like a man, and
you want him to feel
him-
like a man, and you
Mhm.
want him to feel secure, and you don't want to feel like you always tearing him down. But I have to because truth be told, we living in the
But that's them
we living in the
receiving
world.
it. That's
no,
them
but,
receiving it.
no,
And it's how they receive
but
it
you
as
have to
well.
take an account. You have to take an accountability their environment.
Right.
When you're in a relationship, you have an environment. When
That's
you're
right.
at work, you have an environment.
That's
When
right.
you're a mother, you have an
And them
environment.
environments
Cool.
shouldn't cross either
But
sometimes.
no, but it's just like, so you're coming out of an environment where you're everyone's big bro. You're that nigga. You're somebody on Instagram. Everybody comments on your picture.
Here you ain't
just-
that. Here you are
Here
right now.
you're. Here I see everything of you. I
Yeah.
see
With
the
a camera.
I see it all. So as your woman, I have to okay. On the outside, it's always gonna be us versus them.
Mm-hmm.
I know this nigga dead wrong. I know he's lying. I know he's doing
Yeah.
it. But it's us versus you when we're out. But when we're inside, I have to be able to tell you this, that, and the third is not working.
Let me
This,
tell you
that, and the
something.
third
Correcting
ain't
them
gonna
in
take you.
private has to,
Absolutely.
like, we have to do it. I'm not gonna sit there and embarrass you in front of me and be like, yeah, babe, right.
I'm not gonna lie.
You said what you said.
I've done it once or twice, but he really done
In my 20s, I used to
irked my
drag him in
goddamn
front of his
nerves.
friends.
Because you really want to sit here and act like nothing's wrong instead of just pulling me to the side. Let's talk about it right quick, or tell me
Put me
beforehand.
on,
but
put me on.
don't know that I'm upset. Have me meet up with you, and you got all your friends around you.
Oh, I'm gonna embarrass you.
You gonna see the steam
I'm
coming out
going
my
to
ear.
embarrass you.
I be trying-
Embarrassing.
Embarrass.
I be trying my best. Like in my past situation, I have definitely tried to be the one. Like I know I'm upset, so I'll be like, "Can I talk to you over here?" But he's very much like, "Not here."
Fuck you want to talk about? Like I'm over
no.
here. I'm doing.
So now that
Don't
you're
you
trying to
start
tell me not
clicking at
here,
Because everything is not the time or the place.
Don't clap
So when
at
is the
me.
time or
But
the
when is
place?
the time or the place?
When is the time or
because
the
when we're
place?
at home and
You don't
want to
talk about it.
and this is the place.
You don't want to talk about it.
Come on. So now I gotta. This is the point, though. It's like there has to be a mutual understanding
in a medium.
There has to be a mutual understanding between the both of y'all. Like if you know that X, Y, and Z makes me upset, or I need to talk about things, but I need to talk about things. We have to meet in the middle.
It has
you know
to be
what?
a babe.
I
We'll
hear
talk
what
when
you're
you get
saying. I
home.
know you're upset. Just give me a little bit. We'll talk about it a little later.
Mm-hmm.
I need somebody to handle
And
me with
so-
that.
Care.
With
Yes.
care.
With my
Absolutely.
ex, I had to because it got to a point where I kept repeating myself, kept
I'm
trying to do it in
tired of
private.
that.
Girl, I cut that nigga off like the very next day. Cut him off like no tomorrow. Changed the locks, threw all his shit out. Oh well, if you needed it, it shouldn't have been at my house. Whatever the case may be. And we've been broken up for 4 months, and he's just now listening. Like he
4
just
months?
after 4
That's what
months.
it takes sometimes.
Well,
He
at least
just
it
now
didn't
look-
take him
so-
4 years.
We was in a relationship for 7.
But still.
Oh wait, so it happened
Sometimes
during
it
their
be like-
relationship.
Yeah, but sometimes it be like that.
No,
It don't be like
it
that.
don't be like
It don't
that
be like
over
that.
here. 'Cause
It don't
then
be like that because the same.
If you were 14 years old, you expected him to have his shit together at 14?
Of course not. No. Our adult relationship
It's different from
started probably when I was 24. That's when we were adults.
But that's still
when-
that age where
Yeah.
you're figuring it
You
out.
see what
I'm
I'm saying?
26.
She's
I'm
still-
still
No.
figuring it
No,
out.
he's 29. He's not my age. You're about to be 30 in
Girl, but
August.
29,
Yo.
30 in male.
You know what's crazy? We
ain't
settle
nothing.
into these little puppy love, and we expect the absolute most. We
I
expect
don't-
kings. We expect
No.
princes and knight in shining armors, and it's not giving that. Look where we picked them up from.
Ah.
Look where we picked them up from.
I just need somebody to meet me. Meet me, please.
Halfway.
Like meet me
Yo,
halfway.
Yo.
I don't need even. I really, to be honest, I don't even need a
But
halfway.
seriously, it's
'cause-
given. What is the goal?
Because-
What is the goal? What are we working to so we can work towards it every single day till as long as
Girl, but he's the type of person I had to do that distance thing because he'll type if I keep asking for something, he'll give it to me, but it's not the presentation that I wanted it in.
Same.
It's
Yeah,
not the same
yes.
thing. So if like
He's
I'm
doing
I
it
wanna
just to
get me-
shut you
yeah,
up.
to
I've
shut
been
you up, but it's
wanting
not
a
coming
ring.
from.
I've been wanting a ring. I want you to show me commitment. Christmas Day comes. And I'm waiting. I'm like, look, I told you by 2020, if you don't give me a ring or something,
You're
it's
outta
over,
here.
it's done, it's finished, it's through.
Yo,
You
it's
know
the
what this man
presentation.
did?
The presentation plays
Picked
a
up
big
his
part.
phone,
Order the ring.
ordered it, screenshot the
You
order
still
number.
wearing it?
It'll be here
Bitch.
tomorrow.
Oh yeah, because
It's pretty.
real.
This girl is
But they broke it
Yo,
up.
she's dumb funny.
But
Y'all not broken up.
You know what it is?
screenshot
Connect
the order,
people.
but
That's your
screenshot
fiance.
screenshotted the order number and said "Merry
She said
Christmas."
She was single. She got a
See?
ring.
I don't like that.
And
I
I was
like
just
that.
looking at him. I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" And he was
Right.
like, "What? What are you talking about? Most girls don't get." I'm like, "Nigga, I ain't. Don't make me get
I
it
don't
in
wanna
my
have to
bag
go-
and pull the zipper closed. I don't.
I'm not
I'm not most bitches.
Yeah.
I'm where your mother wanted to be back in the 90s.
Yo,
and I'm here
all
right now.
right.
Like,
Stop.
serious.
Because she's gonna be watching
because
this.
too many niggas got their mother last name. Let's get into it. You want to talk shit
Listen,
about
the
me?
presentation. Let me ask you
Oh
something.
Lord.
Do you feel like you're even deserving of the presentation sometimes?
Yes.
Okay, one. Do you
Deserving
feel like
of the right presentation?
the right presentation?
Right.
Like I'm talking about we want the flowers, we want the Instagrammy,
No,
like the romance.
you know, I'm on Instagram all day. So the Instagram shit, I'm past it because I'm there for $1, and everything I post is all ads. I don't have nothing for birthdays. I don't have nothing for family. I don't have nothing for Christmas.
Right.
If I'm not getting paid, I'm not posting. If I'm not getting paid, anytime you see my stories, right after the stories, what is it? Use my coupon code for blah blah blah. Me and him also, we're so detached from the Instagram shit because we learned how to monetize it. So I don't want you to know my personal problems. I don't want you to know my issues.
That man on my private,
issues.
You don't want
So-
to post them. It's just
so
like
when
come
I
correct
say-
if you coming.
So when I say presentation,
Absolutely.
I'm not talking about
Don't embarrass me.
flowers.
People who are big on me, I'm like holiday. I don't even know what.
I love holidays.
I love holidays. It's because I didn't really get to spend them how
When
I
you was a
growing up.
kid, that's
So now that I'm
right.
an adult,
You
I
do
want
it
to
for
have
your
I have a
daughter.
man. There's no reason why we're not wearing the ugly Christmas sweaters and the onesies.
I
I
love
want
that.
you to be the Grinch.
I want to do
Be
that.
the Grinch.
I love that stuff. You dressing up with me for Halloween. We Bobby and Whitney.
But again,
Like-
this is why I'm saying
And
I
that's
don't know
what's-
about Bobby when you're crazy. But
But
this is,
when I'm talking about presentation, I'm not talking about flowers and
Okay.
candles.
The
Right.
I'm
romance.
talking about presentation as in your spirit, your
Yeah.
soul.
Like,
I
be
want to
present.
be
Like, why did I
with
have
you.
to tell you that?
Yeah,
that's what
like
you
I
need
want you to
do?
tell
It
me.
should come natural.
Yeah, I want you to be like, you are the woman for me. You are the woman I want to build
Yeah.
my legacy with. I want to commit to you
And
and
make me
move
feel
on to
that.
that next chapter.
I want to feel special. I want
Like,
to feel special.
that's
in
what
a
I mean by
room, in a world
presentation.
where everybody is spoiled and wined and dined. Like I want to be separate. Like set the tone. If you're gonna set the
but
tone,
you
let's
know
set the
what's
tone.
crazy about that too? This is one thing that I'm tired of dealing with. Is just like I don't want to constantly have to tell you what
How
the
to
fuck
treat
you need to do.
and
And it gets to a point where it's like I do know that for one, men can't read your mind.
they can't.
But to what extent am I gonna have to continuously repeat myself? And at the same token, it's just like you want a woman that's gonna do all these things. And if I'm doing all these things, you could at least
show up. And
show
come
up. And
correct.
when you show up, be here. I need presence. I
Be
need you
present.
to be present. Like
But then it's kind of like what you said. A lot of these men got the same last names as their mother, and that's no digs to the mother.
There's no
but what we're
shade.
saying is there wasn't somebody in the home to teach you on how. There wasn't somebody you watched loved
Come
on
on,
your
somebody.
mother.
Come on,
mother.
somebody.
So sometimes you have to say, you have to do this, that, and the third. I used to tell my nigga all the time, like, I'm not touching the garbage. Why the fuck you can't take the garbage? Because
Yo.
you're the man. So you know what? You're right. If you died tomorrow, obviously my dumb ass gonna walk this shit right to the. But you're here right,
But you're
now.
here right now.
So I need you to go do. I need you to change the light bulb. I need you to put the AC in the window. These are things that I know I'm physically capable of doing. But as a
because
man,
you're
you need
here,
to
you
make
should wanna do
sure.
that.
Yeah, as a man, you should make sure I don't feel no discomfort, especially in our home. So when you bring up that point, it's a lot of men don't know how to love on a woman
No,
because no
absolutely.
one was there to love on their mothers that they could visually see. You know,
That's
your
all I
mom
was saying.
having.
No shade, y'all. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings.
I don't give
You
a
know,
fuck.
but
Not
that's
y'all.
an
I'm
actual
talking about
fact.
the crowd.
I don't. Well, y'all, this is a wrap for What's a 9 to 5. You, my beautiful ladies, are sitting here. Let us know if y'all have a part 2, but we just letting y'all know it's hard out here for a pimp. So y'all men need to get it together.
All the way.
Women do too, I'm not gonna lie, but we are women of quality. And if we're struggling, I know other women of quality are struggling. So that means the men need to get it together. Oh my God. You see? I'm upset. I'm hurt. I'm traumatized.
We all try. We all got PTSD.
I'm done. Well,
Respectfully. No, life PTSD.
that's a wrap, y'all.